from Wembley Stadium, where the 101st Football Association Cup Final has gone to a replay tonight between the holders Tottenham Hotspur and Second Division Queen's Park Rangers. And with the news of the Falklands Islands crisis dominating British thoughts, there's been no question of the Spurs manager Keith Birkinshaw playing the Argentinian Ricky Villa. But the news is that Villa is with the Spurs party in the stadium. And apart from the odd boo, received a most generous and remarkable reception when he walked on the pitch. So, Villa has been made welcome. His Argentinian nationality no barrier. His skill as a footballer recognised and saluted. But in a moment, there'll be the chance to assess the mood of this almost all Cockney crowd, as they're invited to join in one of the great British traditions, the singing of the Cup Final hymn, Abide With Me, with the guest of honour, His Royal Highness, the Duke of Kent.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you all please stand to sing with the band the traditional Cup Final hymn, Abide With Me, the words of which are on page 3 of your programme. Ladies and gentlemen, abide with me.
Cup Final hymn, Abide With Me, sung with a new warmth and feeling. And so the stage set now for the match itself. And don't forget tonight, as well as covering the whole match live, we're awarding a special trophy for the man of the match chosen by you at home watching BBC television. The clear leader after the first match was the Rangers goalkeeper Peter Hucker. The votes, don't forget, are carried forward to be counted over the 2 matches. And the phone lines will be open for you to ring 15 minutes before the end of the match. The number to ring is 01, only if you're outside London, 01 if you're outside London, 811 8055, 811 8055. And the phone lines will be open 15 minutes before the end of the match. Our 2 experts tonight, the voice of BBC Football, Jimmy Hill, who will be in the commentary box with John Watson, and the popular Southampton manager, Laurie McMenemy. But now, this vast crowd, nearly 200,000 people, in fact, have paid over £1.5 million to watch this final from the terraces. 100,000 on Saturday and over 90,000 tonight. And now, as the teams wait in the tunnel, we can join our match commentator, John Watson.
Yes, records abound at Wembley tonight. It's the latest time in the season that the FA Cup Final has ever been settled. 5 days before the beginning of June. And taking up David Coleman's point about the receipts, counting other ancillary fees such as television rights and so on, this has become, thanks to the money these fans have paid in the main, the first £2 million cup final, when you bear in mind all the money that's changed hands. And if you're wondering where the money goes, well, of that £1.5 million in ticket money, Wembley Stadium themselves take 25% straight away. And the remainder is split 4 ways, £300,000 or thereabouts to each of the 2 clubs, whose teams are now on their way. The rest of the money going to the Football Association and also to the 92 clubs from the Football League who took part in the FA Cup. And the 2 who are left, Tottenham Hotspur nearer the camera and Queen's Park Rangers on the far side. For Spurs, a 6th Wembley appearance in only 12.5 months. But thanks to Peter Hucker very largely, 2nd Division Queen's Park Rangers stayed in the match on Saturday and forced a replay tonight. Just lining up with his team. Still remember, hoping to finish the season with a trophy, Tottenham, having at one time chased 4 targets. What spirit Queen's Park Rangers showed on Saturday when it appeared that the Tottenham goal would beat them, they replied more or less straight away. Tony Curry is their captain tonight in the absence of the suspended Glenn Roeder. And the Duke of Kent, His Royal Highness, is the president of the Football Association, and standing in the tunnel, Ricky Villar, whose arrival we covered earlier. Also Glenn Roeder. The Duke of Kent, who will present the FA Cup to the winning captain tonight. And bear in mind, it has to be tonight, because if these 2 teams finish level again after extra time, it goes to penalties. And what an honour for Tony Curry late in his career to be leading his team in an FA Cup final at Wembley. Quite unexpected in a sense, but the enforced absence of Glenn Roeder forcing Rangers to change their formation and their captain. Gary Micklewhite, who you saw shake hands a moment ago, is the replacement for Clive Allen. That's the other change. Terry Venables, who felt tactically his side had a say on Saturday, and that the goal came from a header at the far post, an area which they hoped to exploit in the Tottenham defence. The aerial view as the Duke of Kent goes across to have the Tottenham players presented to him. We've already seen Ricky Villar and Glenn Roeder, but another unlucky figure in this FA Cup final, Clive Allen, whose ankle injury sustained on Saturday rules him out tonight. Tottenham, in contrast, are unchanged. And we'll have a complete check for you on the two lineups after the presentations. The referee and linesman also unchanged. Clive White in the middle again tonight. Looks in good shape. There's two linesmen, Alex Hamill from Wolverhampton, Terry Mitchell from Bath. Well, I wonder. They're going for 7 out of 7, remember, Tottenham in FA Cup finals. The reserve official at the end of the line as well, Ray Guy. The pomp and ceremony over, and once more now we concentrate on the football. Queen's Park Rangers forced then into changes after Saturday. Roda's suspension giving Curry the captaincy, and Terry Fenwick, despite keeping the number 2 shirt, the job at the centre of the defence alongside Bob Hazel, and 19-year-old Warren Neal, though wearing number 6, will play at right back. Allen's injury means Gary Micklewhite wears number 9. He'll be on the right of a 4-man midfield, and Mike Flanagan will play up front with Simon Stainrod. Substitute Steve Burke. Tottenham are able to field the same 12 for the replay, just as they did last year against Manchester City. Indeed, 6 of the Spurs side have played in all those 6 Wembley matches since last May. A few days' rest has obviously helped the injuries to Perryman, Galvin and Clements. So the man who leads at the moment in our viewers' poll for man of the match, and if it went to penalties tonight, then there would be a true test, as if he hasn't had one already, for Peter Hucker and indeed for Ray Clements. Steve Burke has been called in as the substitute. Terry Fenwick, the man whose goal forced this replay, has already put his name firmly in the record books. Not only the first fullback to score in open play in an FA Cup final at Wembley, but the first to do so this century. Although tonight, as I said, he won't be playing fullback. And Warren Neal at 19, the youngest player in the match. Although he has had some FA Cup experience this season, Rangers fans haven't forgotten that in the third round replay at Middlesbrough, he scored the winning goal in extra time. Steve Archibald, who must feel he's due a goal. He's also one of Spurs' nominated penalty takers, although he says he can't remember ever taking one before. And sometimes, although clubs start off naming 5 players for that eventuality, the way the game goes sometimes makes a difference. And of course, only players on the field at the time, at the end of extra time, can take penalties. So Ricky Villa has taken his seat, and in the replay last year, we all know what happened. Those 2 goals, the second one which won the cup for Tottenham, the cup that they defend tonight. The colours are unchanged, and there are some viewers who wondered why both teams have had to change. Well, in the normal strips of the 2 clubs, the FA decided there was too much white. Rangers blue and white hoops normally, Tottenham white shirts. So in the end it was decided that both teams would change.